So the first thing I'm going to do before I install the radiator is I'm going to install these fans in the front. So of course gotta double check the arrows. The airflow is going into the case. So because these are going to be in push configuration. There's a little hole right here to route the fan cables through, so that's convenient. And we're going to stick this guy right sort of, well, it's not matched up with the holes just yet, but it will be. I don't know, maybe, I think actually I'm going to hold it in place with some screws, but we'll get to that. First I'm just going to put the other fan in on top of it. So you route the fan cable through the hole, like there. Okay, so those fans stacked up, the rubber is nice to give it traction while they're just sitting there. Okay, so before I install the radiator, I'm just gonna loosely hang these fans into their mounting holes with the screws. Not screwing them in, just sliding the screws in place. Alright, so maybe this isn't a good way to do it, actually. I actually, upon doing it this way, I would not recommend this to anyone else. Yeah, don't try hanging your fans by the screws. It's more frustration than it's worth. It may seem like a good way to do it, but I don't think so. See, now I lost a screw. Oh, I found it. Here's a screw. One thing that I just realized I want to do before I install this radiator is put on the other compression fitting. So I'm going to go ahead, install this compression fitting. It's very quick, very easy. Take off this little blue cap and you just screw it on like this. And you don't want to over tighten it, and then once it's good and secure you can just rotate it up like this, which is what I'm going to want. You might hear my dog freaking out in the background. That's because there are animals outside that she wants to bark at, and she is very upset that she can't go outside and bark at those animals. So, we've got this radiator and it's going to get hooked up like this. So I'm going to go ahead and just start installing those screws and see if I can screw it in without too much hassle. These screws for the Alphacool Monsta actually require this kind of installation tool. So I've got that right here. I'm just going to go ahead and try to line up the fan with a corner of the radiator. Yeah, actually this is much easier than my stupid hanging the fan first method. That was a terrible idea. So slowly but surely this is gonna get the job done. I wonder if I can... Oh, there we go. Thank God. Yeah, I took this little stupid springy attachment off. Okay, that's way better. Now I can turn it like this. Oh my god. I'm such a noob. That was a big derp moment. Yeah, okay. Alright, now these screws are actually going in place. Yeah. Oh, this is way better. I can already... It's already secure with 2 screws. That's great, but I'm going to put in all the screws. Because I'm a good computer owner. So one of the things that I just noticed is that it's not lining up straight. It's sort of... The radiator, I mean, it went in just a little bit crooked, so the screw holes now are not lining up perfectly all the way down. So that means I'm going to have to go ahead and install a screw on the bottom corner to make sure it lines up properly. This last screw is being really stubborn. I'm about to give up on it because this radiator has as much security, or I mean, yeah, it's very securely in place. You know, I don't think that this screw is going to make a difference. Yeah, in fact, screw it. Screw this screw. This radiator seems to be very securely in place. I mean, I am not taking that out. You see, I can lift it by the radiator and doesn't move an inch. So, yeah. I am going to go ahead and say it's okay for me to move on to the next part.